I've been on a bit of a Kenneth Williams kick recently. Kenneth Williams, best known for his work on the Carry On films, but had been working in radio and stage and TV before that. He was actually in a radio show called Round the Horn, where he played a character called Sandy, and with his co-star, Julian and Sandy were the first ever gay couple in entertainment, which is a big milestone. And 50 million people would tune in to that radio show. So yeah, he was well known and well loved here in the UK, and with the rise of the Carry On films and how popular they became, he was a huge star over here. And the amount of people, the millions of people he gave joy to, when in his personal life he was depressed. And we only know this because after he died, his diaries were published. Actually, Russell T Davies, who is the head writer of Doctor Who, he actually edited the diaries before they were published, and he made a film called Fantabulosa, which was based on the diaries. And so we got to learn a lot about Kenneth Williams's real life. And by all means and purposes, he was asexual. Asexual. He was asexual, but was probably gay, but he didn't have any romantic encounters. He was friends with Joe Orton, who was a playwright and had lots of romantic encounters, who was gay, but Kenneth, no, he didn't. And it's really sad that he lived this life of sadness and was so depressed, and he died of an overdose. We don't know if it was accidental or not, but I've been now listening to his old radio stuff, and yesterday I found Desert Island Discs, which is a radio show where celebrities will go on and talk about the 7 songs they would take to a desert island if they were going to be stranded there. And he talks about it, and we listen to the songs, and then at the end he talks about his autobiography and how he's quite looking forward to death. And then less than a year later, he died. And I just find it really sad because he was such a comic genius, this raconteur who could talk about anything and had an anecdote for everything and gave so much joy to so many. In real life, he was miserable. And it's just really sad. The last line in his diary was, "What's the point?" or something like that. And it's sad. If you would like to know more about Kenneth Williams, just type it into Google and watch or listen to things on YouTube. And honestly, he was just so funny and so brilliant, and it's such a shame about his personal life.